Pedro Pan, pero la voy a presentar en inglés para que las personas que no hablan español que están con nosotros, por favor, que puedan también entender. I am very deeply honored to introduce to you a person that is very dear to us, Dr. Dennis Baker and his wife, Kay. And Dr. Dennis Baker is here representing his father, Jim Baker. 50 years ago, a group of events occurred at the same time that became very important in the history of Cuba. And this was, the exodus of the Pedro Pan kids that became possible thanks to the efforts of two people, Monsignor Walsh and Mr. James Baker. Mr. James Baker was at the time the headmaster of Ruston Academy, the school to which my sisters and I went. And he, in Cuba, made it possible for Monsignor Walsh to welcome the kids in the United States. I don't think any of you would be here, or at least would not have been here through Pedro Pan had it not been for Mr. Baker. I would like to introduce his son, Dr. Dennis Baker, and tell you a little bit about him. His resume is quite impressive, so I'm only going to go through the highlights. He is a graduate of Columbia University, professor of the Department of Surgery of UCLA School of Medicine, chief of Vascular Surgery Section, VA Medical Center, Sepulveda, VA Medical Center Director, Surgical Intensive Care Unit, VA Medical Center Chairman, Central Venous Nutrition Committee, Director of the UCLA Gonda Vascular Laboratory, where he had a major involvement in non-invasive vascular testing, member of the UCLA Adult Care Committee, Division of General Surgery Executive Committee, Surgery Education Committee, Chairman Advisory Committee on Education. Medical Director at UCLA on Ward 7, West 6E ICU, 7 West ICU. Has done research in different areas of vascular disease and surgery. His editorial activities have involved such journals as Vascular Reports, Journal of Vascular Surgery, and Clinical Infectious Diseases, just to name a few. He has made so many publications it would be hard for me to mention them, but they are spanning the years from 1962 to 2007. It is my deep honor to welcome Dr. Dennis Baker.
Gran gusto estar aquí representando a la familia y ahora defender a los pocos que no hablan español voy a cambiar. I won't put you through the whole speech in Spanish. Hopefully I'll keep the comments short. I'm here to represent my father and mother for the work that they did, helping to create what has become a very important effort.
Yeah.
What?
The microphone turned off?
You have to put it closer.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yes.
Much better, much better.
Maybe it is.
That's why you married him.
But I think just to give a couple of quick stories to put it in perspective from where my parents came into this. Operation Pedro Pan started as a very small subterranean effort by my father to help some people who were desperate in the underground movement in 1960. He came and said, we can't get out of the country, but we're desperate to get our children out. And he was able to arrange what later became the visa waiver program, which allowed unaccompanied children, which was illegal at the time, to come into the United States without a formal visa. And that was really the quasi-legal basis on which most of you came out, was this sort of visa waiver program. It started very small, but the word spread. Needless to say, in 1961, with the break in diplomatic relations, the American Embassy called him and said, you don't work for us, but we want to take you out with our group because we can't protect you anymore. So my parents went to Florida, and my father essentially volunteered for about a year and a half, and he met every plane coming out of Cuba for about 7 or 8 months until he had to take a job. And he would just meet the planes, and sometimes the children were told, you're going on a trip and Mr. Baker will meet you and take you someplace. That was all they knew. and he would meet the planes, and he would collect the kids and put them in the car, take them to wherever there were dorm space or room. He very quickly hooked up with then Father Walsh, ultimately Monsignor Walsh, who all of you have probably met at one point or another, and the two of them formed a great team. It's a story that my father, actually my mother loved to tell. They tried to keep a little humor in this rather desperate time. And one day someone called the house and said, excuse me, may I speak with Father Baker, please? And my mother said, well, he's not here right now, but this is Mrs. Baker. Can I help you? She said there was deathly quiet in the clip. No colder. Anyway, this is the kind of thing that my parents, if you keep humor in things, even the tough things work out. But I want to thank you for your inviting me here and for recognizing my father, particularly my father and mother, because they were a team. And the work that they did in starting this underground movement that became rather large. Thank you.